Howdy! How's everybody out there in YouTube land today? I hope this finds you all well and your weather treating you like it's springtime. I still don't think that Mother Nature has gotten the memo, but hey, the calendar's still ticking. What I'm going to teach you how to do today is how to make one of these sleeves for a loaded pocket. Now, some of you may have never heard of a loaded pocket and wonder, what is she talking about? Well, what it is it is like a little envelope that you fill full of goodies for whoever that you're going to send this to or give it to. And Easter's coming. If you need something really quick to give as a gift for Easter, this might just be the ticket. You take a 12 by 12 piece of paper, whether it is cardstock or scrapbook paper, whatever it is, it needs to be 12 by 12. Now, you can use any size. 12 by 12 is the best size for this, though, because you can get a good amount of items in this. If you use something smaller, you're probably going to want to put smaller items in it or not as many. But this is really cool for whoever you want to give it to. Is all you got to do is know a little bit about them as far as what they would like for you to put in here. Teenagers would probably like some candy in here, maybe some bookmarks. If they are artistic, you might put some paint brushes in it, pencils, fancy little pencils that are decorated. You could put some decorated paper clips in here, all kinds of just little things that they would enjoy. And it doesn't take much. You just go to the store where they have like stationary items or office items, and just go through and pick up some little things, packages of rubber bands, useful little items that they would like. And, if they're not diabetic, of course, you can put some kind of candy in here. If they are diabetic, make sure you put sugar-free. But you got a little pocket here in the front that you can put some things in. If they're into crafts, you could put some ribbon. You could put some notions from the sewing department in there, maybe some thread, little sewing kits. You could put lace in there. There's just a myriad of all kinds of things that you can put in one of these little pockets. And they're very, very simple and easy to make. I have seen some people make a big production number out of making a pocket. And believe me, it's not as difficult as what they make it out to be. And I'm going to show you how simple this is. Any piece of 12 by 12 paper, and you need to figure out what you want the outside to be and what you want the inside of it to be. The only place that the inside of it is going to show is if you make a little collar on it like I've made on mine here on the front. If you just leave it up, then it's not really going to matter what the inside of it looks like, because the only time they'll see it is if they open it up and look down in the pocket itself. But here's how we do this. You need some way to make some marks on this so you can fold it. Now, I happen to have one of these handy dandy little tools here for being able to score. They call them scoreboards. But you don't have to have a scoreboard if you got a ruler. You can just mark however far over on it you need to come on each side and at the bottom. And then you just take like a pair of scissors, and then you just push them along the line, not real hard. You don't want to push through the paper, but just enough to score it, and that's all you need. But these scoreboards make it so much simpler just to score it. Now, the first number that you need is how far you're going to turn the left side of the paper over here into the middle. And we're going to turn this in because we know this is 12 inches, so we want to go in about 3 1/4 inches on this side. This is the side that's going to fold over the other side. And when I say that, here's what I mean. If you take a look at this one, this side goes over this side by 1/4 inch. And that's where we're going to put our double-sided tape on the inside there so that it sticks it down. So we come in 3 1/4 inches on our board. Up here's the little measurements on the top of it, and I made a score down this side. Now, on this side, we only want to come in 3 inches because it's going to be the underpinning. So I'm going to turn this upside down so that I have my numbers up here where I can see them on the top. I'm going to come to the 3, and I'm going to make a score right down that side of it, just like that. And then we know that we're going to want to turn it up, because see here at the bottom how I've turned up another pocket on here that we can fill full of little goodies. So we want to turn this up 4 inches, because that's 1/3 of the way up the 12-inch piece of paper. Okay, so those are your 3 marks that you want to put on there. You can make more marks if you want to see, like this one. I come in another inch on each side so that it would stand open just a little bit more, but you don't have to do that. I'm just trying to make this as simple as possible for you. So you're going to fold in the side that goes down first, and then here's the side that's going to go over it. So you fold that over just like that. All right. Then I fold the bottom up because I just want to do a little testing, a little measuring here. I'm going to put a collar on this. I'm going to show you how to put the collar on. You want to know where your fold is right there, where, you know, where the lip is. And then I just do this part by hand. I don't use the scoreboard for it. I just measure this over. You want to make sure that you're not going to push this over so far that it's going to be below that line. So I just fold this over so that it's pretty close to the edge. You know, it's not rocket science. You just want to fold it over there. Now, I know where this edge is here, this little lip, and I'm going to fold it over so that it's even right there, or close to even. And I'm going to fold that down and make a little score. It may not be just exactly even with that, but it's going to be pretty close. Close enough. All right, so we got our little collar. Now we have to tape it all down. The way I put the tape on is this side over here goes over top of this side. So I'm going to put the tape on the edge of this side. I know my tape is 1/4 inch, and I know my lip is 1/4 inch. So I'm going to come right at the edge of this paper and put my tape right at the edge so that it's right there on the edge of this. Then I'm going to push this over, push this down, and I'm going to burnish this down. And when I say burnish, you take your bone folder or your scissors, whatever you got, and push that down good so that you have good adherence. All right, now that's stuck down. Now we want to fold up this side and glue it down. So we're going to use double-faced tape again, and I put this right at the end, because when it folds over, then I'm going to burnish it right to the envelope. So we're going to come in here with this right at the edge and put it right there at the bottom and fold it up just like that. And then we take the bone folder and burnish it down so that it's stuck good to the paper. And there you have a very quick, very simple little envelope that you can stuff full of goodies. If you happen not to like the color of the underside of the paper, you can change that. You can put another piece of paper over that. You can decorate it with lace, ribbons, flowers, you know, little silk flowers and stuff that you could put on there. There's all kinds of little embellishments that you could put on there. I mean, you have scraps of leather, like, you know, I've always got scraps of leather laying around. You know, you could even put scraps of leather and stuff on there, you know, do something a little different. And you could etch on that leather and then stick it down to the paper. There's all kinds of stuff you can do to it. Use your imagination and go hog wild and pig crazy with it. But these are really, really cute for giving people. Everybody seems to love these when I give these out as gifts. And just put things in there that are kind of personal to the person. If they collect something in particular that's small, for instance, I collect pocket knives. And I'd be tickled to death, you know, if somebody put a couple nice little pocket knives in one of these. If they collect charms, maybe they wear charm bracelets, or maybe they're crazy about earrings. Put a couple pairs of earrings in them with some candy or some special cookies, or, you know, whatever they like. If they're book readers, put bookmarks in them. And everybody needs office supplies, for goodness sakes. So, you know, just whatever they're into. If you're giving these to a fella, maybe he's into carpentry. You know, get him some packs of brads, some washers, all kinds of little things. You go through the hardware department, they have packs of all kinds of stuff there on the cheap. and you can put all kinds of cool little things in there, you know, and he'd know that you paid attention to the things that he's interested in and thought enough of him to make something personal for him. So that's just a couple ideas there on how you make these. If you wanted to curl this, see this one I've got curled up here. If you wanted to curl the collar on it, what I did is I just took my bone folder underneath it with my thumb on top and just rolled it over like that, and that curls it. That's one side curled. We'll come over here to the other side and we'll curl it. If you're going to mail them, sometimes it's not a good idea to curl them because they're just going to get flattened out in the mail. But if you're just handing this to somebody, the curling is kind of a cute idea. So there's that one all curled, and this one is all curled. Show it there. And that's how you make the sleeve for a loaded pocket. Check out all my URLs down there in the description of the video for my Patreon channel, my Etsy store, my Twitch channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the places that I am. If you have any questions, my email address is there, or you can drop them in the comments of the video. Be sure and give it a thumbs up so everybody gets to see there that you like the video, and be sure that you share it on your social media so that everybody can learn how to be creative too. This isn't any big secret. I don't want to be the best kept secret on the internet, for goodness sakes. So there you have it. Only one thing left to say, and that's Brenda's crafty. Be like Brenda.